everyone, welcome to today's lesson on the UN CRC. For those of you who this might be your first video, this channel is all about the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, and it's suitable for educators, for teachers, social workers, people working in the field of human and children rights, parents, and any other person who have an interest in children's rights and just want to expand their knowledge. So today we'll be looking at Article 3 of the Convention. Article 3 of the Convention states that in all actions concerning children, the primary consideration should be the best interests of the child. So it doesn't matter which authority, be it in the courts, be it in school, be it in the healthcare system, the primary consideration should be the best interests of the child. And of course, governments have put in measures or standards in place to ensure that the best interests of the child is always being met. Of course, we know that in reality, sometimes it boils down to the individual cases and the individual workers on a particular case to decide what is best for the child in a particular situation. But the best interest of the child, it really has this moral tone to it where one should really ask themselves as an organization, is this the best interest of the child that I'm dealing with? For example, we know of Save the Children. Save the Children is the first children's rights NGO. It is world known. It is in over 50 countries of the world, and it does many good programs on the rights of children. However, if you go on a Save the Children website, you will see pictures of children, especially children that are black. I can say black because I'm a black woman. You always see these pictures where it's questioning the human dignity of the children. For example, just go on the Save the Children website and look. You will see that the child with the running nose, the skin is white, or some torn clothes. So one has to really ask themselves, is this really the best interest not only of that particular child, but of the entire black nations of the world? Because you're showing a picture like that. Of course, we know that it's advertisement. We know that you get a good reaction or people remember it. But in it, you're depicting the entire black nation as starving, as the victim, as they need to be saved. So, Save the Children, we understand, we are grateful for the work you're doing in rights-based programming. I have a few colleagues working at Save the Children right now. We study together. I know they're doing good work, especially in countries like Uganda or countries like Kenya, and they're doing good work. However, I think the question needs to be asked, is it the best interest of children, of black children, when this victim savior mentality is still being displayed? Apart from that, governments already have the code of conduct. They already have standards of authorities that are in place that, if followed, the best interests of children should be ensured. But of course, we all know that we are human beings and sometimes we don't get it right. So that's why discussing these things are important. That's why also it is important for people working with children, for them to know what the United Nations on the rights of the child, what does it say? What does a particular article say? And last week I referred to, for example, if I'm a person and I'm working with a child that is disabled, I would go and find out what does the convention say about children with disability. So for today, Article 3 of the convention, it's all about the best interest of the child. State parties, they have standards that are set in laws that workers or people dealing with children are supposed to follow. However, in many cases, especially in individual cases, for example, a private company or a private NGO like Save the Children, it is left up to them to really decide what is the best interest of the child in a particular situation. Another example is in custody battle between parents. It is really up to the judge and the law authorities working on that particular case to look at the facts and decide what is the best interest of the particular child in this situation. So that's it for today, and have a nice week. But before I go off, I want to tell you some exciting news. Next week, the 27th of March, my book, Resilience by Tricia Morrison, it will be on sale on Amazon. So if you guys go on Amazon next week, Wednesday, the 27th of March, from 2 o'clock until 10 o'clock, you will get the book at half price. I think it's about €7. For those of you who have not gotten a hard copy in your hands as yet, this is the time to go and get it. So have a great week and see you next week on this Children's Rights channel. Bye.